Welcome, folks, to the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas, in the Bill Snyder Family Stadium, home to the Kansas State Wildcats, where you're going to hear the phrase "EMAW" around here. Every man and woman is a Wildcat. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Now it's second down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Handoff running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got a receiver wide open here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They stop him right at the 24.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here's the handoff. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And there's the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Physical running fights off the defender. They finally get him down, but the offense with a big spark to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tulane 7, Kansas State 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
First and 10.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. And the ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And the Wildcats will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And now the handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Fights off the defender. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to throw it deep. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. The pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold him to 3.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
It's now second and goal.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Took contact on the throw. Oh, and he cannot hold on to the end zone. Missed opportunity there in the red zone. Sets up a third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. Legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line.
26, and the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. Pass caught, can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He's going to take off, finding some room with the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Catch made inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Touchdown.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Here's the second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
I mean, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find the picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Handoff to the single back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Wildcats looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking for 6. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Kansas State. Tulane, 21.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
22. And the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. He breaks free. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. This is a game-defining gamble. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. He's picked for a third time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Powers the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Second down coming up.
Important second down play coming up.
Here we go.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Second down after the incompletion.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Love this throw by the quarterback, Chris, because he gives his receiver a chance. I was always taught on a nice deep post route, put it up in the air and as far as you can.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. But this one is broken up and ball's incomplete.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You know, the defense put initial pressure on this quarterback. They forced him out of the pocket, but he breaks contain, gets to the outside, gets out of bounds for some positive yards, but he is short of the first down.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 35, Tulane 21.
And the offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Running back. Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He'll try a pass here. Oh, and he dropped it. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. That brings up third down.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
On the play. It's now second and goal.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And now the running back's got it again. He's swarmed by the defense. It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front. And give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Trying to extend the play. And he'll just get rid of it. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And he finds his target. He has the 1st. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He's past the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Kansas State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Man, I know that this guy can make plays downfield, but Chris, how about this touchdown on 4th down? They throw it to him short. He not only picks up the 1st down, but with his wiggle and speed, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
You'll call for the fair catch here. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move. It's caught downfield. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Okay, ready?
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
The defense came out ready to go on that 2nd down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial 3rd down play right here. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's found some room at the 45. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, And then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the back gets the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now. And the Wildcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tries it with throw. Touchdown, Wildcats. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Kansas State 56, Tulane 21.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Tulane offense will take.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
What about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And in 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. But they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.